welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. This is going to be a super simple video. Just thought I'd bring y'all along while I slice some bread. So I have a new little slicer. This is what it is. I am not affiliated with anyone, but just in case someone wants to know what kind of little slicer this is, I am liking it because it lets me cut the bread more evenly, since we don't buy store-bought bread except every great once in a while. We try to make our own fresh sourdough sandwich bread. So that's all I'm going to be doing on this video, is slicing some bread. So when I have a piece that's too thin, like this one, it's just going to get eat up pretty fast. But as you can see, we have a wonderful stack of sandwich bread. I mean, come on y'all, it looks like it's store-bought. But it's not. It's fresh sourdough bread. And sourdough bread is a little crisp around the edges. So when I get to the bottom, you'll hear me cut down to the bottom. Generally, we will just cut us off a couple slices of bread as we need it, but since this is going to be our only source of bread, I thought it would be a great idea to buy this really reasonable price bread slicer so that we can have more evenly sliced bread. Now the piece on the end gives me a little bit of trouble, I want to hold it in place so that it doesn't move around, but we all just have to figure out how to do it, how to make it work. And we will freeze the bread. We'll leave enough out to eat on. We need bread for anything. And that's the cute little end. But the sides are, scooch this over. These just slide out. First, this piece here slides in, so you can, if you got a longer loaf of bread or shorter, whatever, these pop right out. Very easy to assemble. This is just a little crumb tray. Catches all the crumbs in the bottom, so it kind of keeps it from being quite as messy. It literally just slides right back in, and you put your little bump guard. This particular set did come with a bread cutting knife. Now I'm just going to transfer the bread that's already cut into my bread box. This bread box is kind of neat. It is airtight. Same thing, it has a little crumb tray in the bottom. It also has a way where you can set the date on your lid so that you know what day you made the bread. That kind of helps, because sourdough bread and fresh bread only last about probably 5 to 7 days, just depends. And that's, we put ours in the refrigerator after the first couple of days because we are a high humid area, so we do keep it in the fridge so it will stay fresh longer. Now we're just going to go ahead and put this in here. then this loaf of bread here, and that was the one little piece, I'm going to stick it on the side so we know it's unevenly cut. Works great. And then whenever we cut the other one, we can put it in a bag, and I'll show you that in a second. Go ahead and put the lid on this, and we will, it has a little button, you can try to push it down, do your sides together and do your ends together. And we need to change the date on this. One is for the month and then one is for the day. Let's see. I think we got that right. So we're going to set this on the side and get started on the next one. And I want to show you the difference in the bread pan sizes. And these are the no stick. This is the one that I use for a large one. And then this is the smaller. I think it's 13-inch or something like that. I don't know. Just a regular loaf pan. But here you can see the difference. So it makes a short loaf or it makes the regular size bread loaf. Alright, let's continue on. Make our adjustments to where we can get it to where it fits in there just right. Now since this bread is longer than the tray here, you see how it's longer? I'm just going to have to start cutting it and hold it in place while I start cutting it. Now, I was thinking about getting a wood, the ones that had the wood on the side so that it doesn't flex. I was just going to base it off of if I actually liked using the cheaper one to see if it was something that I thought I was going to be able to do or would enjoy using it. So I'm going to go with this. It's a little, the sides are a little wobbly, but you see I hold it with my hand. I do feel like it is much better for getting it equally sliced, which makes a difference whenever you're making a sandwich. Hope y'all can see this. See if I can turn it a little bit. Let's see if we got, oh yeah, we got enough off now that we can add our little bumper guard back here, I think. Let me do a couple more slices and then I think we'll be ready for it. Okay, let's try it now and see what we got. And I already know some people's going to say, well, my gosh, that was the most boringest video ever. Well, you just go on and go. Show your immaturity if you want to be ugly and leave ugly comments, but some people actually enjoy seeing this kind of stuff. And I did put sesame seeds on top, if you're seeing the little sesame seeds. I think I've done a sourdough sandwich bread video a while back. If anyone's interested in that again. There are some older videos, or if you want to see it again, we can do it again. Give me your suggestions in the comments if you'd like to see it again. Maybe it's been a while, or maybe I have some new subscribers. But there is a on the making and baking section, I went through the step-by-step sourdough starter. I have lots of people asking about the sourdough starter. I did it as detailed as I possibly could to show you in detail how to do the sourdough starter. Very easy, step by step. It was very time consuming making that video, but I did it as detailed as I possibly humanly could. So you will always have it there as a reference on the YouTube channel. Download it, save it, take notes, whatever you need to do. You know, because we're never promised that the internet's still going to be here. So you'll have it. And the ones that I'm interconnected with besides just online, you know, you can always give me a call like we used to do in the old days. If you think I have a recipe that you would be wanting to have or try. I loved it back in the old days before the internet. A bunch of your girlfriends would call you and ask you, how do you do this, how do you do that? So it's kind of like a lost art now. You know, people can just Google everything and look up everything, and you kind of just lose count with people. And having a YouTube channel it's been great to help everybody learn and have a visual art of seeing how things are done. But there's not as much communication, because when you're the creator, all of your friends and family see you creating stuff on your YouTube channel, but you never get to really see what they're doing in their daily life. So used to, you know, you pick up a phone and you give your girlfriend a call or family a call, and everybody would kind of know what everybody was doing. So, bag full of bags. I've mentioned this before. I wash out and save all of my bread bags whenever we were buying bread. I washed them out, dried them out. Now guess what? I can put my bread in there. Very frugal. Some people think it's kind of grubby or strange. I don't. I could go online and easily buy bread bags. Most definitely. But why buy bread bags if you don't have to? There's nothing wrong with these. They're perfectly fine. So this was the end. So I'm going to try to stack them. That's kind of the trick, getting it started. So once you get it going straight, then it goes alright. So don't ever be ashamed to save something or wash something or reuse something. We are facing some very, I don't know if I even want to say difficult times, or just some strange stuff, or some, I don't know. I know that we're definitely going through a change right now. We're in the birthing pains era of life right now. And for those of you that are my Christian friends, you know what I'm talking about. I don't go into political stuff here on my channel, and I'm not about to start. But those of us that know, we know. You just know. Lay this down so y'all can see. Once you get it started, it goes really easy. So look at there. Look, if you just walked into my house and we were having lunch together or sandwiches together, you would never know that I didn't just pick up this loaf of bread at the grocery store. Homemade, fresh sourdough sandwich bread with sesame seeds on top. bag didn't cost me anything. Well, actually it did. I already bought it whenever I bought bread a while back when I started saving bags, and my neighbor saves bags. So now all I gotta do is put a bread wrapper on this, and yes, I save my bread wrappers too. And stick this in the fridge, and we already have another loaf of bread for next week. So that's it, just a simple little video. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for leaving all those friendly comments. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.